Hello, my name's Yvonne McKenna and I am the Deputy Head Teacher at Clyde Valley High School with responsibility for Primary 7 into S1 transition. Thank you for joining me and listening to this information video, which will take you through the year ahead and prepare you for what's in store for your young person as they get ready to take the next step on their educational journey between primary and secondary as they get ready to become Clyde Valley High School pupils. Over the next few minutes, you're going to hear from me as Head of Transition, and you will also hear from my colleague Rachel Furnival, who has responsibility for our universal programme of transition, which we offer all young people at Clyde Valley High School, and also from Andrew Keating, who has responsibility for our enhanced transition programme. The aim of this video is to give you a very quick overview of what you can expect for your young person when it comes to getting ready to join us here at Clyde Valley High School in August of next year. We begin this presentation, as we begin all presentations at Clyde Valley High School, with our vision statement for our young people. Our vision is that we are a caring community where everyone is valued, healthy, happy and succeeds together. And we approach all of the work in the school with a very clear vision for our young people, that this is what we are working towards for them. And we approach it as well through our values of community, compassion and commitment. So that's the lens through which we do all the work in the school, and that's the lens through which we look at our transition programme. We look at it as getting ready for your young people to become part of our Clyde Valley community. We take a community approach as we work together with colleagues from our cluster primaries to get your young people into the very best position to join us as part of our new S1 next August. And we look at that kind of idea of compassion, building relationships, getting to know young people as individuals, and that's with the very clear commitment to making sure that they arrive at Clyde Valley High School and go on to have the very best experience and end up with the very best outcomes with through their time with us at Clyde Valley. The more as teachers and educationalists we learn about child and adolescent development, the more we understand that periods of transition and getting those right are critical to the overall experience and quality of experience and success of our young people. And that's why the transition process is such an important one in a child and young person's life when it comes to education. We all remember leaving primary school and starting secondary school ourselves, and that's because it's really such a momentous occasion in all of our lives, and it's really, really important that we get that right and that we invest in making sure that our young people are properly prepared for this, and that we are prepared as a secondary school to welcome your young people to us in August of next year. And that's really what the transition process is all about. It's about making sure that our young people have an awareness of what's coming next, that they are familiar with how secondary school will differ from primary school. They're aware of the opportunities that secondary school will offer them, and also to make sure that we know about your young people. So the philosophy that we take to transition here at Clyde Valley High School is we know you and we are ready for you. So we are going to spend the next year getting to know your young people through dialogue with our colleagues in our cluster primary schools, through visits to your young person's cluster primary schools, and also through, of course, your young people coming to Clyde Valley High School as part of a suite of visits and digital interactions with us over the coming year. So it's that sort of two-pronged approach of getting your young person ready so they know what's coming next, and making sure that we know as much about your young person as possible so that we are that better equipped to meet their needs when they come to us and meet their individual needs in secondary school. The year ahead kicks off really soon when it comes to in-person events. The first of those being the School Show Matinee, which is on the 7th of October, and we have invited all young people from our cluster primaries to come and visit us for the day, and they will be the very first audience of this year's school show at Clyde Valley High School, which is Sister Act. Huge excitement. It's going to be fantastic, and that will be the first kind of in-person event of the session. And then we will move on in very short order to the 23rd of October, when we will invite all of you as parents and carers and your young people to visit us on the evening of the 23rd of October, when you will have our open evening, our parent-carer open evening at Clyde Valley High School. We will showcase the learning that goes on around our school in faculties and departments and subjects across the whole school, and you will get the opportunity to get an idea of what kind of curriculum is offered your young people and what kinds of learning experiences they will benefit from when they come to us at Clyde Valley High School. Improving the learning experience in classrooms has been a determined focus for us at Clyde Valley over the past year, and we're really excited to let you see how much enjoyment and how much support and how much challenge is on offer to all of our young people across all faculties, departments and subjects in the school. So we really are looking forward to seeing you on the evening of 23rd October, and there will be more information about that to follow over the coming weeks. It's really important as parents and carers that you work closely with us. So there will be lots and lots of opportunities for you to connect with the school while your young person's a Clyde Valley High School pupil, and it's really important to us that you make the most of all of those opportunities, because we are very well aware that young people experience the greatest success when school and home work closely together, and when home has a lot of confidence in what's going on in school, and when people at home know the key personnel and the key staff to reach out to if you want to share information about your young person so that we can better support them. So meeting our team is really, really important to us, and you'll get the chance to do that on 23rd of October as well. You'll get the chance to meet the key staff who will support your young people across transition and beyond, really, when they come to us as Clyde Valley High School pupils. I've made reference there to key adults and key personnel who support our young people at Clyde Valley High School. And as is always the case in schools, relationships are key, and relationships are how we make everything work and how we meet the needs of our young people. One of the key adults in the transition process, as I mentioned earlier, is Rachel Furnival. Rachel is a principal teacher of inclusion at Clyde Valley High School, and she is also our universal transition lead. So she coordinates the offer that we make to all of the young people in our cluster primaries. You will get the opportunity to meet Rachel on 23rd of October, but she's going to give you a little overview of the programme that we have in place at universal level for all young people over the year ahead.
Hi everyone, as Mrs McKenna has introduced me, my name is Rachel Furnival and I am part of the primary transition team with a focus on our digital transition and coordinating our universal visits. It's a team that I love being part of, and like Mrs McKenna and Mr Keaton, I will get to know your young person very well over the course of this school year. So part of my role is to help your young people feel that they're part of the Clyde Valley community long before August 2025. This year we've changed our digital transition. It was a project that we had introduced during COVID to help support primary sevens in their high school transition, but it proved to be very popular amongst primary staff and young people, so we made it part of our annual plan. This year we've taken on feedback from previous year groups and have amended our digital offer. So this year your young people can expect to be part of a mixture of Teams calls and pre-recorded videos, introducing them to key staff members and allowing them to get a flavour of what each department and faculty have to offer. We kick-started this last week with our school captains who took your young people on a virtual tour of the building, and this proved to be a great success. This year we have included lots more opportunities to actually visit Clyde Valley, and prior to our 2-day visits in May, your young people will enjoy taster sessions of our Future Fridays enrichment afternoons. We've got lots of sports activities, our Christmas movie night, Fête de Noël, and of course a preview screening of our school show this year, which is Sister Act. We hope all the activities help your young people to build their confidence and excitement around starting high school, and I'm looking forward to working with them over the next school year.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Furnival. So what you've heard there is that there's an awful lot on offer. Our aim is to have one interaction, one connection with our young people every month, isn't it, Mrs. Furnival? Yep. And we have shared a transition calendar with our cluster primaries. I'm sure that they will be happy to share that with you if you would like, and you could certainly ask them about that. What I would say is that things can be subject to change because we're kind of looking ahead at a year and things happen, staffing issues can sort of come up, or things might change for any number of reasons. But this is the calendar is our aim in terms of our universal offer. So if you would be interested in that, then if you have a chat with your cluster primary school, I'm sure that they will be able to share that with you. But the aim is one interaction with our cluster primary pupils every month over the course of their primary 7 as they get ready to come to us at Clyde Valley High School. So Mrs. Furnival has taken us through the universal offer, which is what we have in place for all young people across our cluster primary schools. But as you will all appreciate, not all young people need the same thing. And there are a number of young people across our cluster primaries who will require what is known as an enhanced transition. That means that there will be a programme in place which is bespoke to them and is aimed at meeting their particular needs. At Clyde Valley, a good number of young people take part in enhanced transition every year. It's a key programme which makes sure that we are able to welcome and meet the needs of all of the young people in Clyde Valley High School. And that programme is led by Andrew Keating. Andrew Keating is our Principal Teacher of Support for Learning and Inclusion and is our Enhanced Transition Lead, and he's going to give you a little bit more information about that particular programme just now.
Thank you, Mrs. McKenna. As Mrs. McKenna said, my name is Andrew Keating. I'm the Principal Teacher of Support for Learning, and I take on the remit of being in charge of the enhanced transition aspect of the transition programme. I work alongside Esther Craig, who is our Homeschool Partnership Officer, working with Community Learning Development, and also Hannah Badler, our Support for Learning teacher, who helps out in this area as well. I think it's really important to note that enhanced transition is a very, very normal part of the transition experience, as Mrs. McKenna said. We have roughly about a third of our pupils who take part in the enhanced transition process, so roughly about 50 young people will take part in that, and they take part for a variety of different reasons. It might be that there is an academic need there, or that there's a general health and well-being need that we just need to offer a little bit more support around. These young people are highlighted to us by the primary school early on, so round about October time, and they will share pertinent information with us about that young person and the reason why they are being nominated for enhanced transition. We then gather that information together and plan a programme of enhanced transition events that last up until June of primary 7. This normally looks like the three enhanced transition visits for pupils to Clyde Valley with myself and the rest of the team. We also have the opportunity to meet with parents and carers as required, and this is normally organised through the primary school. And we also offer an enhanced transition coffee morning for parents and carers to meet with the wider inclusion team when you know who your young person's principal teacher of inclusion will be. This all works alongside the universal offer. So the universal offer that Mrs Furnival and Mrs McKenna will already have spoken to you about is along with the enhanced transition offer. So everybody gets all of the universal stuff, and the enhanced transition is something extra for those pupils highlighted. Why do we do it? We do it to build confidence in our young people. We do it to allow the young people to build relationships with key adults in the school. And we do it for an awareness of the building, the structure of the day, meeting with other young people who they will be starting school with in the August of S1, and meeting some of the seniors that they would be working with when they come up to school. If you require any further information about this, I'm quite happy to meet with parents at primary schools. If you organise that with your primary school, then we can coordinate a meeting, and if you feel that I need any further information at that point, I am more than happy to meet with you and share any further information that you require.
Thank you so much, Mr. Keating. So what you will have heard there is kind of back to my general introduction to sort of two-pronged approach with transition, two aims in transition, if you like, getting our young people ready so they know better what to expect, and that will ease them into taking that next sort of really monumental step on their journey through education. If they know what's coming, then they're better able to cope. And that's a kind of truism for all of them. But also that idea of we know you and we are ready for you. The information sharing process is absolutely key. The more information we have about our young people, the better we can meet their needs. And the Enhanced Transition Programme makes sure that any young people who, for a variety of reasons, we might need to know that little bit more about, we do know about them, so that we're ready for them starting with us in August of next year. Thank you, Mr. Keating. So if you're still with us, thanks for staying with us. We are nearly finished now, and we're just going to return to that theme of working together. It is absolutely crucial. It will completely change your young person's experience and their outcomes as well if we have a close working partnership between school and home, and that is really, really important to us. We're looking forward to seeing you at our open evening, our sort of learning and teaching showcase on the 23rd of October, and we would like to give you the opportunity to sort of shape what we will talk about on that evening. And the way you can do that is by scanning the QR code in front of you and just including any questions, anything that you would like me or our head teacher, Mrs Gilfillan, to cover on the evening of the 23rd when we're doing our kind of address to you at the start of the evening. Please just kind of put a wee question down there, or if there's anything more specific than that and you want us to get back to you, that would be a way that you could get a wee call or a wee bit more information sort of pertinent to you. So scan the QR code and we will sort of check that over the coming weeks and aim to get back to you either by sort of including the information in our address on the evening of the 23rd, or getting back to you if personally, if that's what is required. We are really, really proud of Clyde Valley High School, the work that goes on here, and of all of our young people. So follow us on X. We keep our X page updated with everything that's going on across the school. So follow us and just have a look at what we're all about and what's going on in the school. You'll get a really good flavour of everything that's all things Clyde Valley by doing that. You can give us a call if you call on 01698274950 and ask to speak to myself, Yvonne McKenna, or Andrew Keating. Andrew or I will get back to you if you want to have a conversation, or you can always email us at inquiries. The email address is there on the slide. We have an incredibly close and fruitful working relationship with all of our cluster primaries. If you are more comfortable having a chat with any of the key adults, any of the key staff in your cluster primaries, then they will absolutely get in touch with us about anything that you want us to know, or any queries or anything that you kind of want us to follow up on. So that would be another way to get information or any messages to myself, Andrew or Rachel. But other than that, we look forward to welcoming you on 23rd of October, and thank you so much for your attention until this point. Thank you.